The ego is a self-generated identity consisting of every belief we believe about who and what we are.
Self-analysis can trap us in a mental hell of our own making.
Ego tells us that we need success now. It replaces action and progress with a false sense of reality.
The ego is what keeps us locked away in our minds in an endless cycle of chatter, separated from the present moment.
We fall to pretend stories and made-up visions of who we are, but they mean nothing. Talk means nothing.
What is this thing we call self-awareness anyway? It's the ability to see ourselves clearly, to understand who we are, how others see us, and how we fit into the world.
We're growing up in a Facebook, Instagram world. In other words, we're good at putting filters on things. We're good at showing people that life is amazing even though I'm depressed, right? And so everybody sounds tough, and everybody sounds like they got it all figured out. And the reality is there's very little toughness, and most people don't have it figured out.
The reason we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scenes with everybody's highlight reel. So trying to compare yourself to what you see on social media is so unrealistic to what anyone's life is actually like.
You can't transform yourself. You can't make yourself sane. You can't make yourself loving. You can't make yourself unselfish. And yet it's absolutely necessary that we be that way. It's absolutely necessary. You're only making a mess by trying to put things straight. You're trying to straighten out a wiggly world, and no wonder you're in trouble.
Listen to me, man. You have a great life in front of you, but your great life is in front of you. It's not behind you. What you did back there ain't got nothing to do with what God got for you. What you did back there was learn the lessons to get you to where you are at this particular moment right here.
As Mark Twain said, the secret to getting ahead is getting started. That's something I want all of you guys to really embody and really think about and really put at the core of your existence. That step number one to accomplishing whatever it is that you want to do is actually getting started.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do.
It's easier just to sit back. But as John Wooden said, never let what you cannot do interfere with what you can. But first, you have to understand the very nature of progress. And that's as Stephen Covey said, you're not the product of your circumstances, but rather a product of your decisions.
That's what time will do, take you through the winter. Now, how do you handle the winters? Make this little note. You can get better, and you can get stronger, and you can get wiser. There's no winter that you can't overcome. There's no winter that you can't figure out how to survive.
As we begin to look at what we want, as we begin to look toward the future, what's going to be crucial for you is every time you find yourself saying that you can't do something, you've got to affirm to yourself, hey, no, I can make it. This can happen for me. You've got powers within you, talents within you that you haven't even reached for yet.
Make decisions even if it's a wrong decision. Do the very best you can, make a decision and go with it. If it doesn't work out because it was a wrong decision, I'm telling you, that gives you experience now to make a better decision.
Things in life happen in this cyclical fashion. Failure is a part of success. You must fail. You must break down to build up. You must go down to grow up. Whatever struggle you're dealing with, whatever challenge you're facing, whatever injury, whatever wound you have right now, it is a birth opportunity.
When you handle those hard things close at hand, making those hard decisions right now that you don't want to make, learning those things that you don't like to do, but you know that in order for you to get where you want to go, this is one of the hoops that you have to flip through.
and allow the internal processes to put the pieces together where a new you can be rebirthed.
What are the 5 reasons that you won't give up? When life catches you on the blind side, when the messenger of misery visits you, what are you going to do? What will keep you in the game when life knocks you to the canvas?
You will be tested, and how you face that test determines the rest of your life. The one mentality that you must have in life is that regardless of what's in front of you, you still must rock. I fail at most things I do, but still I do.
But just keep moving forward. Hold on to that hope that something different is possible. It's not always about winning. It's about putting the effort in. That's what counts.
With my fists clenched toward the battle, toward the struggle. And I fight with everything I've got to overcome those weaknesses and those shortfalls and those flaws.
See, in your life, everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you can go forward or you can give up. The thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. It will never happen no way under the sun. The only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up no matter what.
Yes, I'm going to turn this situation around. I'm not going to sit back and moan and cry over what happened and what went wrong and who did what. I'm going to do something about this situation.
Good things happen to those who hustle. Success is the reward of hard work and hustle. I hustle like every day is my last. I hustle because it is the only thing I know. I hustle because hard work will lead me to success. I hustle because I want this more than anything.
Expect things to get better for you, because they are. See, life is cyclic. Whatever experience you're having right now, it has not come to stay. It has come to pass.
You have to be crazy in believing what your goal and your passion is. Because when something is crazy, even though it's crazy, you still do it.
What happens to about everybody. No different. Disappointments are not special gifts. Everybody has them. The difference is what you do about them.
And so when you focus on your personal growth, what happens is that even if an idea fails, you emerge from it with new knowledge, new data points, a new version of yourself that can do better on the next idea.
He who has the least only has nothing if he believes this to be true. Forward! Forward with belief and desire. And do not consult fear about matters of victory, as we vow to claim as many comebacks as required. For the reason to start remains the reason to finish, remains the reason to win.
That's rule number 1.
See, sometimes we think the pain is what controls us. It's actually our subconscious mind. That if we ever tapped into that, that's what dictates most of our lives. And I'm sitting there not 10 days out. Because see, pain is tricky. Because if you don't control pain, it'll control you. The greatest pain of my life is the reason I'm standing here today.
This is what champions do. This is what people who win perpetually do. They don't give a f what's happening in the world. They don't let the distractions of the day pull them off course. It means that we focus. It means we get more discipline. It means we prioritize, and it means we keep moving forward.
You cannot wish your way up. It'll work if you want it. Remember these words. It will work if you work it. What is your dream? What is your goal? And how much work will you put into it in order to get what you're trying to get from God? How much? It will only work if you work it.